It's about to get real on iChristian Talk.
It's about to get real on iChristian Talk. It's about to get real on iChristian Talk.
It's about to get real.
Hey, it's about to get real on iChristian Talk. Tracy about to shine her light in the dark. J. Michelle about to light the show with her spark. And KB about to talk dead talk.
It's about to get real on iChristian Talk.
It's about to get real on iChristian Talk. It's about to get real on iChristian Talk.
It's about to get real.
Welcome to iChristian Talk. I'm your host, Kenny, a.k.a. KB, and everybody knows me from the church to the streets.
And I am your co-host, Tracy, and we co-host Tracy, and we are live on ImpactRadioNetwork.com, and you can watch us with live video streaming on iChristianTalk.com. Just click on the word iLive or go to the top menu and click the iLive Show tab.
And what's going on, y'all? I'm your girl, J. Michelle. Welcome to today's show. But welcome back, Tracy. I got to say that first. You was gone for a couple weeks, and we was all missing you, and KB was like, J. Michelle, you got to do this and do that. He was bossing me around.
And you did great, too.
Thank you. Well, everybody, today's show is iCapitalize. We are going to be discussing Christians and business. All is fair in love and war, right? Well, some feel the same about business. How can Christians succeed in business when the majority are playing but not playing by our rules? Are there certain biblical principles that will help your business prosper? Well, these are some things that we're going to be talking today. And you are not going to want to miss our countdown of the top 5 local business people and businesses to avoid doing business with, along with the top 5 business people and businesses to absolutely do business with. This show is going to be an action-packed with a lot of information.
Yes, and we brought on a very special guest to give us her insight to doing business as a Christian, Miss Dorothea R. Connor. Dorothea is the founder of the MoneyChat.com blog, an online Twitter chat that you can follow at MoneyChat Live. She is also president of Connor Financial Coaching, LLC, providing results-oriented personal finance and business coaching services. She is often called upon by national media as an expert financial resource, including a recurrent feature in Black Enterprise magazine. Dorothea is passionate about empowering others financially and truly believes you don't have to be a miser to be wiser with your money. Welcome to iChristian Talk, Dorothea.
Thank you, Tracy. I'm glad you all had me on.
All right, Tracy need to read my bio. She did it good. She did it good.
Well, you know what time it is. It's time for that clip of the week. And this week, our clip is from the website of mycomeup.com. The name of the video is Billionaire David Green speaks on how his faith in Jesus Christ is the secret to his success. Let's take a listen.
And CEO David Green now oversees close to 20,000 employees and 457 stores in 39 states. He's number 136 on Forbes' list of the 400 richest Americans, with a net worth of just over $2.5 billion. The journey to that amount was draining at times, involving battles with pride and debt. A humble and grateful Green emerged from the trials, giving all the credit to God. Green built his business on biblical principles.
We've always tithed. That's something that we've always have been taught, but we've also been taught that that's not giving. Giving is but above what we owe God, and that is our tithes.
Hobby Lobby is also closed on Sundays to allow time for family and worship.
So there you go. That's a powerful clip. And so we're just going to go ahead and kick it off. And there's Dorothea. You're a guru in the finance industry, but you're also a business owner. Are there certain business policies that you put in place that are with biblical background?
Well, I live my life with a biblical background, so everything I do is based on the Bible. So I don't have any policies written that say we're going to do business this way. I just run my business with integrity, and those I coach, I stress to them as well, you have to run your business with integrity.
Yeah. That's key, because I think so many people just think that they just out to win. They don't care how to win. They don't care about integrity. They just want to make that dollar, and so they cut some corners and cut you if they have to. And so with that, have you, like this gentleman, David Green, he talks about how he shuts down his business on Sunday And he said later on in the clip, he says that that's actually the most profitable day of the week for him, but he still shuts it down. Are there any things like that you do where you just won't do certain things with certain clients?
Oh, absolutely. In business, you will learn quickly, especially as a Christian, there are some people you can't do business with. Because number one, they may want you to do things that you know are against what you believe, but they're like, everybody else does this.
Right.
Could you give us an example? What would be something that they would ask you to do and you like, I can't be doing this?
Okay. For instance, in my financial coaching piece, when it comes to married couples, I like for them to come together. But a lot of times the husband or the wife will say, no, my husband or wife, they won't come. So that's fine to a point. But when you're trying to hide money from your spouse, I can't participate. I will not get involved in that, because I believe that what you reap is what you sow, and I don't want to reap anything behind that.
So you don't agree with the hidden stash?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, can I preface this?
You know what I'm saying? In case of a rainy day, if he's not acting right, I need my money.
Now, hold on. Let me tell you. If you have a husband or a wife that doesn't know how to handle their business, now then you have to handle yours. But
okay.
If they're handling their business and you're just being greedy or you're trying to be sneaky, that's different.
Okay.
That's different.
Okay.
That's different.
All right. I understand.
Yeah, because it's setting up is basically saying that I don't trust you, or
that's right.
I don't believe that we're going to be together forever.
That's
so
right.
Just in case.
That's right.
And so that's kind of setting the atmosphere for something negative to happen.
I agree with that, but when you see something negative happening over and over again, like I've had clients, men and women, where the husband or wife, every time they put money in the bank, that person will go out and get it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna make money. You're not.
That's when you get your own.
No, that's when we cut everybody off. You have to give me your check and let me handle everything. And if you don't want to do that, keep your check, but don't touch mine, because then we're not growing together. So like I said, there's always a disclaimer based on each individual situation, because we're not going to be a fool now.
Girl, you see, I had to bring it to the table to see what's going on with the stash.
Do you take on all clients, whether or not they're Christian or not?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, that's excellent, because I know a part of this is dealing with our Christian community, businesses and Christians, but then also we have to take on non-Christian clients.
Absolutely.
Or deal with the business that's not non-Christian. And so what we're going to look at throughout the rest of this show is how do we balance and not lose our testimony for Christ and play this game, because the game is nasty out there with some of these people. I mean, it's just cutthroat, dirty. But we're going to save that for a little later so we can have more time. We're going to go to a quick commercial break right now. But when we get back, we're going to hit you with the top 5 countdown of the most untrustworthy businesses and people out there, and also the top 5 that we've dealt with. So don't go anywhere. You're not going to want to miss this. Stay tuned for more iChristian Talk.
OMG, girl, cute shoes and bag. Where'd you get them from? Jador Shoes. Sounds expensive. Must be nice to live a high-class life. Girl, Jador Shoes has high fashion at a low price. Jador Shoes. Create your lifestyle of luxury at amazingly low prices. With overnight express delivery, you'll be able to rock your style the very next day. Go to JadorShop.com. That's JADORE shop.com. Jador Shoes. Live the luxurious life.
Your dream has arrived. Hi, my name is Zoe, and I'm here to tell you your dream has arrived. Tracy Lynn Fashion Jewelry, so fashionably distinct, it sells itself. Wake up to a life that's without limits or boundaries. Become CEO of your Tracy Lynn Fashion Jewelry business. Visit tracylynnjewelry.net/Zoe Lee. That's TRACILYNN jewelry.net/ZOELEE.
The Cromer Law Group specializes in business law, family law and divorce, criminal law, and civil litigation with their no recovery, no fee guarantee. These aggressive and affordable lawyers battle for your rights. Call today, 313-965-6633. The Cromer Law Group, 313-965-6633. Justice delayed is justice denied. God's light shines bright, and so should your church, office, building, or home. Let God's Trusted Cleaning Pro, LLC, make your place shine bright. Who you trust with your cleaning services is a crucial decision. God's Trusted Cleaning Pro is bonded and insured. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Let God's Trusted Cleaning Pro serve you with a spirit of love. Call 313-346-2371 or visit God'sTrustedCleaningPro.com.
Attention entrepreneurs, would you like to have access to over 2,000 sources to fund your business? Jordan & Jordan has the solution for you. We offer over 2,000 sources, state-of-the-art funding suite, immediate access, unlimited support to start, grow, or maintain your business. Visit myfundingsuite.com or call 888-979-2228. Jordan & Jordan, real solutions for the savvy entrepreneur. Visit myfundingsuite.com.
Welcome back to iChristian Talk. We have Miss Dorothea Connor in the studio with us today, and she's sharing with us her insight on doing business as a Christian for our show's topic, iCapitalize.
And y'all, we want to know what you have to say about this topic, Christians and business. You can call us with your comments and your questions at 313-243-1600, extension 105. And don't hang up when you call us. Wait until we come to the phone live with you, and then, you will be able to talk to Jay Michelle. Oh, and you know what, y'all? Guess what? I'm in the chat room chatting it up. So if y'all on the site, talk to me.
So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. The top 5 countdown of the most untrustworthy business people and trustworthy business people. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put the disclaimer out for the show where this is actually my countdown, because this is things that I've dealt with these people in this business. I know Tracy and Jay Michelle
thank you
necessarily have not had this experience, and you may not have either, but I can just tell you what I've experienced. And there's 2 reasons for this. Is one, so you guys know to protect yourself. It's not to knock them down, but you might want to think twice about this because they gave me a lot of headaches. And 2, it's because I've actually changed the way I'm going to interact with or handle business, the policies that we set forth. And I don't want people to think, wow, he done got really strict and harsh. Why did he change where he was so lenient? And this is why. These top 5 is why I had to change up. And we're going to discuss it later to see if I should change up or not. And I'm going to see what you think. But let's just go ahead and get into this top 5. Now, they're not in any particular order. But first we have Mary Sheffield. Now, this lady, she contacted me to come up to the show. And I set aside a show for her, wrote the script, and called her. And she said, okay, call me back at 7 p.m. I'm busy. I set my phone, 7:59. I'm waiting, called, didn't hear anything. A couple days go by. I'm, just trying to make sure everything's still right. I got the script written for her. No response. She finally picked up by mistake. And
not by mistake.
Yeah, because she was like, and so then hold on. So now I'm hearing all this in there for about 5 minutes, then all of a sudden the phone went dead.
So you know what? Okay.
Now, this is somebody that's a preacher that's on her page saying, contact me for speaking engagements. I didn't contact you. You contacted me. And now going through all this to where certain people you just expect, oh, she a businesswoman. She does this nonprofit stuff. Her and her they A1. This should be no problem. But it was a big headache. And then about 2 weeks later, she didn't even apologize, oh, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. She's like, so when can I get on the show? Sure. I'm like, really?
Calm down.
No. Now let's go into the next one.
Oh, man.
Now we got the Weave Express. This is Miss Kim and Miss Carmen.
Wait a minute. Weave, was this the people that was supposed to do my weave for me to be look at my weave?
Yeah.
Get on them.
So they there's some nice ladies, and I went ahead and did some things for them that I normally wouldn't do. I went ahead and I brought Jay Michelle in to handle this project for them.
Right.
We did it in a timely manner. They're like, how long is it going to take? Give me 24 hours, it'll be done. I'm done with my part, so I'm waiting on the payment. They basically told me they'd be in touch with me. I'm like, what do you mean?
And we ain't seen no, you know what? Don't ask me to do no more commercials.
And it was so wrong because other people know that have dealt with us. I will give you some leniency if you just like, Kenny, money kind of funny right now. Can I work with you next week?
It is a recession. It is a recession.
I would still go get my
Oh,
money.
I finally got it, but I'm gonna tell you why I got it. Because later on, when I kept calling, they kept telling me they'd get in touch with me. I'm like, that's like somebody at your shop sitting down, getting their hair done, and then you're like, okay, $75, and they look at you like, you know
I'll be
what?
back.
I ain't going out tonight. I'll be in touch with you.
I'll be back.
You gonna just let them walk out your shop like that?
If I got the tracks in, you know, like, you ain't about to take them out. You ain't about to take my tracks out.
So I was very discouraged with that, and it's just a headache and a hassle. But eventually they wind up paying because they didn't know Jay Michelle wind up getting a job, and she requested them to be their stylist, and I had to let her know all the difficulties I've had with them.
And I was like, you know what? Nope, I don't want to do it. But you know what? For anybody that want their, you know, their product, so, you know, why wouldn't you want to, you know, do my weave and let me see how the braids lay? Let me see how you lay the tracks down. If somebody could see my hair sticking out, you know, but they didn't do any of that.
No, but once they heard that, then they wouldn't stop calling me. Did you talk to her?
Oh, wait a minute. What? You ain't tell me that part.
Then after that, then they calling me now.
Was they gonna give me like 16-inch hair? You know, so I could have been Beyonce for only a day. Only a day. They ain't love me like that. Okay.
So let's move on to the next one. The next one, I'm not even going to really down this lady because I don't know the role she's playing, but the SWAT Studios, they're horrible. They deal with the programming, and everything they tell you is just off pitch, or you know, it's not in line with what they're saying. They tell you, okay, we re-encode these shows once a week. So I gave them a bunch of shows. So it's been about 8 weeks since then. So they should be on show number 8. They on show number 2. And I'm like, it's taking y'all a month each time. So then was all these excuses. Oh, the volunteers didn't come in. Oh, people on vacation. Okay, I didn't get upset with the first one. It's been a month. But now, this is another month. I'm still seeing the same show. And it's just like, but they want me to pay and come in and pay them to do some type of studio training. I told them I'm not comfortable because y'all not doing what y'all I'm not spending my money with you guys, and this is the results that I'm getting. And a lot of it might be, let's just keep it real, might be that I'm a young black guy. I don't know.
Your car gonna be egged.
I don't know.
That car is getting egged.
Something else. I don't know, but it's just
yoked up.
Certain things, certain people, I think the way they respond to me, I'm picking up on things because it could be, oh, I'm sorry, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's just the way they responded was like, whatever, like, deal with it. Like, okay, next.
Yep.
So the next one I'm gonna skip number 4 because I'm gonna give this lady another week to
give her a week
to make up with this one. But
because I like that name.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her another week. I like her too, but I'm quickly starting not to.
Oh,
take it personal.
Come on now, don't take it.
Now number 5 is Greg Hall. Greg Hall has Right Touch Auto. I gave Greg all type of specials and
oh, don't tell nobody you gave no specials.
Get into, well, like specials dealing with something beyond our business to where kind of like companies that do marketing consulting, that's like a different field. But I was giving him some of these nuggets that I learned dealing with nonprofits, and I set up certain things, and I actually went
don't tell him
ahead
everything
and put some things out. But now he put me in a bad position because I got the people wanting the information, but he won't pick up the phone because he owes money, so I can't get the tax exempt ID number. Now they looking at me like, what are you bringing us? I look fraudulent. So
Greg.
That's Right Touch Auto. I'm not going in there no more. But
what do they do? What is their business?
Like nothing.
Okay, well, they ain't gonna worry about it. They don't even pay their bill. They don't pay their bill. Don't worry about it.
So now, since we dealt with the untrustworthy people that I've had to deal with, I'm gonna give you the opposite. The 5 that have just been a pleasure to work with. So first we have Zoe KD Lee. This lady, I mean, she supports things that's not even hers. She's participated and paid for us to do projects that I thought were hers, and it wasn't. She was blessing somebody else, and they didn't even know it. I showed they talking about what are y'all doing? I'm like, well, this lady, he like, wow, you know, and she has her own company with Tracy Lynn Jewelry, and she has another nonprofit.
I didn't get no bracelet or no anklet or nothing.
You wasn't in there.
Oh, I did?
She gave Tracy and my mother.
Oh, I did.
And
Okay.
Ariel. You wasn't
Okay, because
there.
I wanted to know what was going on. No dangling earrings or
She
nothing.
hooked everybody up with it. And I mean,
That's all right. Okay. All right.
so we love Zoe. Zoe's always A1. And now number 2 is Ryan C. Mack. Ryan is very good. He's with the Optimum Institute of Economic Empowerment. Ryan is the type where if he says it's going to go down, it's going to go down. You don't have to worry about it.
Okay, Ryan.
Deal with emails, texts, phones. If he says it's going through, it's going through. No
He
problems.
He on it. Okay.
Carmen Bradley with Jador Shoes Incorporated.
But wait a minute. She didn't send me no sandals, no flip-flops, no heel. She didn't do any of those things. What's up, Carmen?
She was so good to where she would just handle her business all through email. And that's just so excellent for me because it saves time and everything just went through. I typed what I needed.
She was.
Bam, it was said and done, and I went ahead and did some extra things because she was just so easy to work with. I was like, here go a couple more versions, you know, check it out and just see if you like them. And she's like, you know, thank you. So I go that extra mile when the business is right. Now, when I got on SWAC Studios, the reason I got on them is because this next guy that's number 4 that's excellent, his name is Brian Popa. He's with Comcast.
Okay.
I wouldn't have known that SWAC was so messed up if I hadn't been in contact with Brian because the services that he's provided for me has been phenomenal. And they're the same company, they're dealing in the same industry. I just saying company, same industry, 2 different companies, and I'm seeing totally different results and headaches. Okay. He is a pleasant. I told him I'll be there at 11. I got out that car at 10:59. He was sitting at the door. He'd never seen me before. He said, Mr. Brian, I knew that was 11 on the dot. I said,
Brian.
yep, you 11 on the dot too. When he gets into work at 9 in the morning and I send him an email the night before at 9:01, I got an email responding. He's excellent. It's like no headaches, by the book, and I can deal with that. So that's why I'm getting on SWAC so much because I'm seeing how they handle the business. Why can't y'all handle it like that? What's the problem? And they're
swaps.
Contracted by the city. So I don't know. Now, the 5th and last one is Jewel Estes and Lucretia Rogers with Glam.
I thought it was Estes. Cause you know
Estes?
It's Estes because she almost leaped over these microphones because I wasn't getting her name right. So I know it's Estes.
So that's it. Say it again.
Estes. Jewel Estes. And she hooked me up with a weave girl.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I mean, I was supposed to call her and get the number. I ain't got it, Jewel. I'm gonna get with you, girl. But yeah. So old girl's supposed to be doing my sewing.
A1. I mean.
So when y'all see me long hair and don't care, don't be saying nothing, okay?
No hiccups or anything. They just showed up, no problems, and it was just beautiful. So. With that list, I want to know am I wrong for changing my policies after dealing with so many businesses that are people that have burnt me because I was the type where I didn't want to operate how the world operated with business. I wanted your yes to be yes and no to be no, and I can just go off of that. I wanted to be able to help you win, where even though you don't have it right now, I still do this. Just be honest with me, and I'm not gonna worry about that later. But when so many people are taking this kindness for weakness, I don't know what to do but to change these policies because I know it says you're supposed to kind of turn the other cheek. Okay, I'm going to turn it, but can I guard myself next time a little bit? I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I wrong for changing these policies because of my experiences?
KB, I don't think you're wrong because me and you actually talked about this. You got to get a little bit tough with them. I mean, to be honest, it's a business. And if you're not about your business, then I don't want to do business with you.
Right.
So I think you kind of like got upset today because you was like, look, you done ran everybody down what they did and everything. So I know if they listen, they like, your car is egged. Just don't let it be sunny because it's going to stick on there. But at the same time, I think you should have been stepped up and been told them this is the way it is and never, once you give one person an inch, they take a mile. Christians are not. Everybody it's a recession. So, they trying to save at least $1 anywhere they can. So I told you should have been like, I need y'all to talk to Jay Michelle. They would have been like, well, who is this? Is this the same person that's on the show?
And you have to be like that. Now, Dorothea, do you feel like, have you ever had a client come to you like, man, I'm trying to get my personal finances together, but I don't have the money to pay you. Can I do it after you hook me up and it get together?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
And how do you handle that?
I get my money up front.
Okay.
Dang. I mean, you don't do like half up front and then half at the end?
Listen, let me tell you, I go as I feel like I'm led. Now, some people come to me, and I meet people all the time, and I say, you come to me, no problem. Don't worry about the money. But at the same time, you have to feed your kids. You have to take care of your household.
Absolutely right.
So I will do some payment plans, but I try my best not to. But it depends on the situation. But people will take advantage. Like you're talking about these discounts you're giving and all this type of thing. I believe that's good to do, but I believe you have to be strategic about that because you will be taken advantage of. Especially, I hate to say this, but amongst us, it just is what it is.
Them brown folk. That, you know how you do like them folk.
So, no, I don't think you're being too hard. I'm glad you halted on that one name, give her another chance.
And that's another thing, because you're not talking about black people. Just with us, when you said us, you meant black people, not Christians, right?
No, I meant Christians too.
Oh, you meant Christians too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just black Christians.
Get on the black
I'm talking
business
about
community as well.
It's the black community as well, but the Christian community. And I'm going to tell you, you find people of all cultures, of all races, that will try to get something for nothing.
I was going to say that, right.
But and Christians as well. You go think about it. When you talk to waiters and waitresses, what do they say? Christians are some of the cheapest people. They don't tip. So you have
Is that what they said?
It's the truth. I go on vacation with people, and you see, and I'm like, okay, tip those folks. They don't make what we make. Tip everybody.
What they make, like $2 an hour or something?
I don't know what they make, but it's not what you got. You on vacation, they're working. So, I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, I'm glad you said that it's not just black people because it's all races.
It is.
I mean, you can find somebody that's scantless in all races. Exactly.
Because I wasn't gonna go there, but since we kind of brought it up, let's go ahead and talk about it. Because when it comes to black businesses, I hate when I hear people say buy black. I'm not gonna buy black just because it's black. I want to buy black because it's excellent, because it's the best. I'm not participating in that. And a lot of people, like, when it comes to, like, because we're on radio and TV, and people complain about why there's not a lot of black shows on. Well, you gotta understand the business behind that. A lot of that has to deal with advertisement. Television stations don't care what they play as long as they get their ad money at the end of the day. They're a business. And so if they have these black shows on, they have to get companies that are that want to advertise to that audience that's watching these shows. And so when these black businesses start coming up late with their payments, not paying, not keeping these ads going on, and they dealing with all these headaches, those black shows get taken off, and they go to a different show where they're dealing with businesses that are more steady and flowing. And it's sad to say, but it's just sometimes it might be that we're in a bad position as black businesses where we can't do it as much.
Exactly.
But I'm seeing a lot where it's just we playing around.
You know what? I agree with you, but at the same time, sometimes I don't know, I'm not a business owner, but some black business owners don't get the same breaks that other nationalities get, to be honest. Like them Chinese people that bring that weave over here. I'm going to keep talking about weave. They bring that weave over here and they sell it. They get a discount price. They do, producer.
But I'm going to tell you. But if you talk to Asian business owners, and they'll tell you, they get together, they pull their money. You can't take $10,000 and say you're going to open a beauty supply store. You need 100.
Right.
So you can't penny pinch this thing. Wait,
well, that's true.
Your money, get your people together and make it happen.
Right.
And then you can buy in bulk.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the key. We have to buy because we don't have some of us don't have the funds, so we're buying little bits.
Right.
You can't do that and think you're going to be successful. So just wait. We want to rush and jump into something. Wait till you have the money.
But I'm not going in business with you. I don't know you like that. You might be trying to penny pinch and get a little bit and and put that stash to the side.
A lot of businesses that are owned by other ethnicities or other cultures, the people have their family members that are working with them. They have people that they trust that may not be getting paid at all.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they come together as a family. They make sacrifices because they believe in that business and they support that person.
That's true.
And that's something that a lot of us who are starting businesses don't have. We don't have the support we need. We think we could just go out and start a business and we expect every person, for example, if I'm a black woman, I think every black woman's supposed to buy from me. Well, I don't think that just because I'm black, you're supposed to buy from me because you're black. If I'm professional, if I'm offering something that you want and it's a demand, that something that you want to buy, then you should buy it. But who cares about the color or the race? It's all about, are we coming together? Do I have the support that I need? Am I selling something that you want? Am I being professional?
That's right.
Am I being, do I have integrity? Am I honest? Do I say what I'm going to, do I do what I'm going to say? So that's what it's all about.
And so also with this, since we're talking kind of about Christians in business, when it comes to business itself, there's a lot of notoriety that's surrounded when you say you're a business owner. I want to ask Dorothea about the downfalls of that. A lot of people see the glitz and the glamour. They want to say, yeah, I own this and that. But what struggles come with actually owning your own business?
There are a lot of struggles, and I am the first one. Whenever I speak, when I do speaking engagements, I take them straight to what's real, because I am sitting with business owners, or I have colleagues who are business owners, and maybe they have a product at Walmart, and so this was an eye opener for me. I'm like, oh wow, you have your products in Walmart, you're doing it big. No, I may have made I may have $1 million deal on the table, but now guess what? I've got to provide $1 million product, so I'm still eating ramen noodles. Even though you see my stuff on Walmart, you see me on CNN, you see all this stuff, but I've got to provide that. So guess what? I got to find the funding. So if I finally get that Walmart or Target deal, man, now how am I going to pay for all this product that they want? Because they don't just want a little bit.
Right.
You've got to provide a lot. So that's one thing people are playing at a higher level deal with, but it looks different to those of us watching on the outside. But for a lot of times, and sometimes small business owners, they try to put on this aura of doing more than they're doing, making it seem like they got more than they have. But the truth of the matter is that you're hustling. Entrepreneurship, small business ownership is a hustle all day long. So every day you're about getting clients, getting money in the door, and growing your business. Every single day. And if you have staff, some of us don't have staff, but if you have staff, okay, you have to pay your staff. You have to make sure they're all set. So, and you're up. This is one thing I tell people all the time. Everybody says, oh, I can't wait to leave my day job. Oh, I'm tired of corporate. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. But then when you get out here, you see that, guess what? You working harder than you ever worked.
You're absolutely right.
Yep.
You are up, from sun up to sundown. Your day does not end at 5 o'clock. Your day ends at 2, and you get back up at 6. It's just that kind of ball game. And then, like you're speaking of with the integrity, that's a huge issue with dealing with business.
Yeah. And so with that, I know. A lot of people don't see that, because whatever you decide to get into as a Christian, if you want to be a business owner, you better be passionate about it, because it's going to be a nonstop hustle where it doesn't end. To me, it's like, as an owner, it is you. Some people say, well, I separate business and personal. It's hard for me to say. It's all wrapped up in me once you become that. It's like, so if you messing with that part, that's my baby that I'm growing, and now it's like you messing with my baby. So it's
Don't
just
mess with that baby.
That's right.
Okay.
It's a different ball game. And so we're gonna ask the last question about capitalism. A lot of people feel that capitalism is just bad, it's negative, it's greedy. People that are they take advantage of this person just to make money, and the definition, according to Wikipedia, it kind of includes the personal finances considered capitalistic. Well, how do you feel about that? Do you believe that capitalism is that negative, greedy, I just love money and nobody else?
No, not at all. And I like capitalism.
Me too.
And when you go to other countries and come back here, you'll like it too, because it affords you some things that you cannot have in other countries, that there are no options. I believe that the way you run your business, the way you run your life determines that level of greed or how you handle things. If you're looking for a shady way out of everything, or a way to get business or do shady deals, then that's going to be your path. But if you have set some standards in your life and in your business and said, well, I'm not taking on this type of client, when you hear something that you know is out of order, even though, let me tell you, it may be tempting. It may be tempting because everybody's got a way to say, oh, you can make all this money if you just do this, Dorothea. But I know that I'm not going to be blessed with that.
That's so true.
That's
And I know I had a gentleman, he sat me, I sat down with him, I was about 19 years old, and I was telling him the different things I was dealing with business-wise, and he looked at me, he was like, oh, you're a capitalist. And he meant it as an insult, and I started smiling, I was like, yes. I thought it was the greatest compliment ever, but he was looking like, what are you smiling at, man? Like, it's nothing to be proud of, but he looked at it in a way of, I guess, hurting other people to get what you want. And I looked at it as, no, everybody working with me getting money, and the people, they getting what they want. Everybody's winning. And I think if you can get in an industry like that to where you're providing a service or a product that actually helps people out, I mean, you should go all in for it. It shouldn't be an issue of you're making too much money or revenue. It's like, I'm making, but everybody on the staff is taken care of, and the people we're providing this product or service to, they love it and they're seeing results from it. I don't see anything wrong with it. I guess it's about the purpose behind it. What's your purpose in doing this and the mission and helping other people out? So,
what's the opposite of capitalism? Because I have no idea
what was the opposite of capitalism.
I mean, if it's not capitalism, then what is
socialism?
Is that what they try to call Obama?
Socialist.
I think that's what it is. It's kind of
they better leave Obama alone.
Maybe,
communism,
where it's like it's not about personal profit. Everybody is doing. It's kind of like everybody gets the same thing. It's
so
rationed out amongst
like
each
different
other.
classes, like low class or middle class or high class. You don't have that.
Right. No, it's kind of. I think the people who's running it, that's it, and everybody else poor. They just everybody poor.
And that's the truth.
So I just want to thank Dorothea Connor for coming on the show today.
Thank you, Dorothea.
Oh, thank you all.
Thank you. You did so good. You did good. I'm gonna go out and open up my business, a weave shop. I think that's what that. I think that it have all length.
If people want to contact you, Dorothea, how? With questions or comments regarding Christians in business, where can they reach you at?
They can reach me at Connor Coaching, CONNER, coaching.com. And I also have a blog called themoneychat.com based on my online Twitter talk show called Money Chat, which is held every Monday evening. Yes, so please visit. Thank you.
Yeah, you have a radio.
It's a Twitter chat.
A Twitter chat Monday, what time?
Monday nights, 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, well, you guys check that out. I've seen it before. You've been doing this for a while.
I have almost 2 years now. Yes.
That's a while.
Yes.
Tweet it up. All right, y'all. We tallied up all of your votes for this week, and you voted for the next topic on iChristian Talk to be Christians and weight loss. I can't believe y'all voted for this. Is this what y'all want to talk about? Yeah, okay. Y'all must know that I'm trying to lose about 10 pounds. Y'all ain't right. So if you are an overweight Christian, does this show that you're out of line with the Bible, with what the Bible teaches? If you are struggling with losing weight, are there biblical principles that can be applied to help you lose weight? Don't miss next week's show, I Fat. You know what? I didn't like that I fat. How you going to, so you trying to say I'm fat because I'm trying to lose 10 pounds? You know what, KB? I think I was, you know what, y'all better have voted for this, and KB didn't just like slide this in. Yeah, he slid it in.
Thank you for joining us on iChristian Talk.
Thank y'all.
We're out of here. See you next Thursday at 7:30 p.m. for more iChristian Talk.
God bless you.
iChristian Talk. Yeah, iChristian Talk. Yeah, iChristian Talk. iChristian Talk. iChristian Talk. Yeah. Thank you for listening and watching iChristian Talk. Don't miss us every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. on ImpactRadioNetwork.com and iChristianTalk.com.